Hey everybody, I'm Sarah, Lonesome Glory, and today I'm going to open my second and final Collectors Club appreciation box while I talk to you guys about some of the best BreyerFest tips that I have. So a couple of days ago, Breyer released their first timers guide / BreyerFest tips, and even though this year is going to be about the 20th time that I've gotten to go to an in-person BreyerFest, I still thought it might be interesting to see what Breyer was sharing with people who are new. And I definitely enjoyed reading their suggestions and thought that for the most part, they had hit the high points. I did think that there were a few other things that were kind of little tips from somebody who'd been doing this for a while, and so I figured I'd share them with you. I will say that I really appreciated the First Timers book opening with, it's Kentucky in July, so our number one tip is always come prepared for the heat. And while they are 100% correct about that, I do think it's just a bit of an understatement. If you are coming to BreyerFest and you're going to be outside at the horse park, and it's Kentucky, and it's July, it's going to be hot. Not just heat, it's going to be actively hot, like walking into an oven type hot. So drink lots of water, make sure that you don't push yourself too hard. It seems like every year there's stories about somebody getting heat stroke or just getting sick from the heat. Do not push yourself for that. Which kind of leads me to tip number 2. Breyer had a lot of good suggestions about scheduling in the First Timers Guide, and they made sure to point out that some of the events do happen at the same time. So, frankly, frankly, you can't do everything. And my suggestion, as someone who has tried and failed in the past to do everything, my suggestion is don't make that mistake. Pick out the things that are the most important to you and make sure you do that. Don't try and do all the workshops and all the shows and everything. You'll make yourself completely overtired, and while you're at the park and trying to enjoy yourself, the last thing you want is to just feel so exhausted from trying to do everything all at once. So my suggestions, like I said, pick out the few things that you are really, really into. Make sure you get those. If they're workshops, make sure you've got them scheduled, things like that. But leave yourself some downtime, because Breyer does, especially in the covered arena, all day long there are horses coming in and performing for all of us. So make sure you take the time to sit down and watch a chunk of it. Pick out the acts you'd like to see and make sure you're there for them. Take time to walk back to the barns. Some of the best interactions I've had with people at BreyerFest have been back at the barns with the folks who have brought their horses that are now Breyer models. They are so excited to talk to folks. And make sure that you do take that time and talk to everyone else. Where else are you going to have thousands of people who are into the same thing that you are in one place? We automatically all have something to talk about. Which kind of leads me to my next point, which is lines. There are lines everywhere. There's lines for food, there's lines for drinks, there's lines for the celebration model, the stablemates, the special runs, the stores, the limited edition. The concourse is usually so crowded that it's just a line to walk from one end to the other. And you know what? It's okay. We're all there to see something that we're involved with, that we like to see. So make sure that you use your time in those lines. Talk to the people around you. The number of times that I have talked to other people who are just into this, who are maybe new and didn't know where things were, or just wound up making such good friends. We joke that BreyerFest is just family reunion anymore. And most of the time, those people we go back to see are the ones that We met because we were standing in the lines together. So make sure you use that time and just enjoy being around so many other collectors. Along with that, speaking of so many other collectors, don't forget to go to the Clarion. So, yes! Okay, guys, glossy 'tis the law. My Collectors Club appreciation is complete. I am thrilled, and I know I just interrupted myself. I don't care. Shiny Lonesome Glory goodness. Okay, where was I? The Clarion. Make sure you go to the Clarion. It is the weirdest thing to try and explain to people who have not been going to BreyerFest, but you're literally walking down the hallways of a working, functioning hotel where people will be sleeping, and you're just walking in and out of their rooms to look at the things that they have for sale. It's the only place where walking into a stranger's hotel room won't seem like the beginning of a very bad horror film. So enjoy it. Get to know people, talk to people. Everybody in the rooms is more than happy to have a conversation. So make sure that you're doing that you're enjoying it. And one of the things that I really appreciate that Breyer has done, and they've done it for the last few years now, they have made sure that there is a shuttle. And if you haven't been before, even if you have and you just were skeptical, use the shuttle. I cannot stress how much I love that they have done this. You can park at the Kentucky Horse Park, which if you're out there for BreyerFest, you've already bought the 3-day parking pass. But you can park at the horse park. They will take you to the hotel, to the Clarion. This year, my understanding is they're also running a shuttle from some of the other local hotels. So you might be able to even use that instead of trying to park at the horse park, which is its own set of problems. But use the shuttle. It is usually just big school buses, so it's not like you get air conditioning for doing it or anything. But you're going to save yourself getting lost. You're going to save yourself spending an hour circling the parking lot. You're going to be able to just relax. You know your car is safe, and off you go to whatever event you're getting to. The shuttle's excellent, and, you know, thank you to Breyer for considering that and for doing that for us, because it's the best. The last thing on Breyer's big list of tips was make sure to have fun and enjoy yourself. And that is a beautiful way to end it, because that is really what this is all about. And all of the tips that I have essentially feed into make sure you're enjoying it as opposed to making it some kind of job. I know there are people that do this and they are working some, they're picking up things, whatever else, but my big thing at BreyerFest is always just to have a good time. So while I do agree with Breyer that is an excellent note to end their tips on, I have one more, and it's kind of important, and I really think that you guys will understand, but here we go. Lonesome Glory's #1 tip to making sure that you have a BreyerFest that you can enjoy and that you're not stressed about: don't forget your tickets. It sounds so stupid, but we definitely made it out of the driveway one year and ours were still in the house and had to turn around. Don't do what I did that year and check once you were almost to the highway. Check when you get in the car and make sure that those suckers are in your bag, in your purse, in your glove box, wherever you want to keep them. But don't forget the tickets. So, all of that said, you've seen my wonderful Collectors Club horses, including this guy. So I am thrilled to death. I hope you're enjoying these little BreyerFest blog videos. We are getting ready. We're going to be spending some more time soon packing up the pineapple room, so I'll have more for you on that. I'm also waiting for another set of tickets, and once I get those, I will show you all what I got, because I don't even know yet. All of that said, thank you so much for watching, and if you have a BreyerFest tip for folks that I have forgotten, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!